What if in the near future, traveling here was simple for anyone? To go to places far above or deep below, to be immersed, to experience a world otherwise merely witnessed in photos or in your dreams, to now effectively live it.
So here at the Hack Lab, this is kind of our classroom space.
As the world prepares for an onslaught of virtual reality, Jason Ellsworth, a VR expert, is all over it.
You name a subject, there's pretty much an application for it. This one right here.
Example 1, out there already, and believe it or not,
it's made of cardboard.
It's one of the simplest ones by design.
Just add an iPhone, equipped in this case with a New York Times VR app.
So now just put it on?
Slide it right on and away you go.
And yup, you're in Paris after the attacks. It's the most basic of VR devices out there, but it's still kind of surreal. When you move your head, so too move the images you see.
So weird, man. It's like you're in a dream.
To get a little more fancy,
Unlock it first.
goggles.
Slide it inside.
The Samsung Gear VR, which use, of course, a Samsung phone. Or the already much hyped Oculus.
Whoa.
Forget 2 dimensions. From now on, think 3.
I know all this stuff off by heart. 10,
9. Ignition sequence start. Very fine grained as you get close to it.
Watching Neil Armstrong take those steps, and then the realization you can actually turn around and look the other way. See what he saw.
I'm kind of freaked out right now because I want to say that was something I never thought I'd see. And in a sense, I didn't see it, but in a sense, I lived it.
Absolutely.
It's tempting, in fact, it's easy to get lost in all of this.
Take a moment if you need.
But there's more.
When you are in the vehicle, you could see your 4 players.
Across town at Toronto's Globacor, they spend their days developing virtual reality worlds. The way Ben Unsworth sees it, VR is set for a breakout. Sort of like when smartphones were suddenly everywhere almost overnight. That's VR now.
We've been calling 2016 the year of VR for a while now. It's finally here, and the developers are furiously coding away to make sure they actually have their apps on the store for people to get. So this is the year the rubber meets the road, basically.
Coming soon to a living room near you, the next generation VR. This one's called the Vive.
Just strap that on.
Fire it up,
Woohoo!
and suddenly you're at the bottom of the sea.
Manta rays.
Amid schools of tiny fish and a life-size blue whale.
Look at that!
But if you think it's all just sightseeing, think Picasso. Ever seen this image of him making a sketch in the air? Well, how about this? 3D VR graffiti right in front of your eyes.
Awesome.
And you can actually walk around what you draw as you create it.
For people who haven't experienced this, how would you put that into words, what happens here?
So one of the biggest challenges is describing VR in words. That's something we say over and over again in our pitches, and we're like, you just need to try it.
Medicine, military, gaming, education, retail, travel, you name it. But what about social? What if you could be virtual? No problem, say those at Toronto's Quantum Capture. Says Morgan Young, on it.
We specialize in creating extremely realistic CG characters for use in all sorts of applications, especially virtual reality.
You make humans.
We make digital humans, yes. So we're going to be focusing.
To demonstrate, we're led into a kind of a cage surrounded by a bunch of digital cameras, 112 digital cameras, standing motionless for 10 minutes as each camera is carefully focused everywhere. Close the curtain, dim the lights, a snap of the cameras, and let the rendering begin. just like in the movies. It creates a hyper-realistic, to me, downright spooky 3D avatar. This one's done quickly. It's a rudimentary version just for us, just to give you a sense of it. Then what? Well, I was about to find out.
This is the Vive headset.
Standing in a bland-looking, barren room, transported into a gorgeous luxury condo, only to meet up with me. It's a little unsettling.
Too much.
But it's a ton of fun, not to mention, soon enough, you'd be able to join me here.
Virtual reality is literally the next big thing. It's been described as the final medium. This technology is moving exponentially. It's very fast-paced. It's hard to keep up, even for us.
So watch out, 2016. The real world is about to become virtual.